Okay, quick video here about registration and the things we're doing with Label Connector. I want to encourage everybody to get registered, and I'm going to explain why in this video. And second of all, we're going to be requiring you to register shortly anyway, so you won't be able to get into the software without filling out the registration form. But it doesn't charge you any extra money. But basically, right now, if you're using Label Connector today, you'll see a register button up here. Since I just registered, mine is set to already being registered because I wanted to show you the features. But basically, just click on this little button, fill out the form as the admin. It's because you're logged in as admin to be able to do this. And once you complete the registration form, you'll see a new link down here where you can manage users. Now, I've already done some pre-work on this for you, but basically, if you want to add users to use our system, you can do that now. They don't have to be QuickBooks users and they don't have to be the admin. Okay, so you can set up any user credentials you want, and you can configure the roles as to whether this person will be able to do any designing or printing. Now, the scenario that probably could happen here initially is if you're the admin and you want to add a user and just basically delegate the printing to some other new user, you can opt yourself out to be not the printing and designing user and give that to them. So then you're just charged for one license with our software, and will remain that way. And if we see anybody's added a user and kept the admin as capable of doing all the functions, then we're going to call you anyway before we would charge for another subscription. So we would always do that. So just, I guess, take some comfort in knowing that we're going to check with you first, even if you add users. So, but basically, you just create this new user using any email and credentials you want, any password. It doesn't have to be any kind of a QuickBooks user credential at all. It could just be your information for some new user. Let's say you have a person out on the floor or out in the warehouse that you want to allow to get in and print labels. They don't have to have QuickBooks access, because what we're doing now, indirectly, they'll be able to query the QuickBooks data with Label Connector, but they won't be able to get into QuickBooks. So unless this is also a QuickBooks user. But again, just this is our own credentialing here. So after you register and you set up like credentials in our system, you can add new users here, and you see I've already created one down here, and you can edit that later if you need to. But basically, you see I made this not able to design, but they could print, for example. And we're going to keep track of this so that we can manage this with you, and we'll check with you. But basically, once you've created these user credentials, you'll still be able to get in the same old way you always did. But we're rolling out the ability to get in other ways now, and you can get the link for logging in right here. And I've already bookmarked it, on mine. But basically, to use this login screen, you would just grab the link here, and you'll get this login screen. And I've already booked that, marked mine, so that's what I would recommend you do. And then you'll be able to log in as this other user this way. So basically, we're going to be requiring that you register in the next couple of weeks anyway. And as we're rolling this out, most people are registered, but I would encourage everybody to register. And then once this user is logged in this way, they won't be able to manage users if they're a guest user, and they won't be able to manage roles or anything like that. They'll just be a guest user. They don't have to be a QuickBooks user. And this will be the new login page that they would go to, and you'll have access to that in your manage users environment as the admin. So if you have any questions about that, please call in to 630-858-8409. I'd be glad to speak with you about what we're doing. The need to do this is because the limitation before was you had to be the admin user, or we could trick it to temporarily make someone an admin user and then take it away. But that's not scalable. That's not the way you want to go. And what's good about this is they don't even have to be a QuickBooks user to use our system, but you would have to at least have gotten a QuickBooks token by logging in the original way as the admin, which you've already done if you're using our software today. So hope that helps take away any fear of registering here, because basically we're going to be putting up this login page, and you're going to have to have registered. So when you register, keep track of your credentials so you know how to log into this page. Of course, if you were to ever get stuck, you can call us anytime and we'll get you in any other way we can. So talk to you soon and hope this helps. Thanks.